Welcome back, everyone, to the finale of our His Crusade campaign. Or even not really the His Crusades anymore. The party has claimed, well, partially claimed a space station as their own. Because last session they went up against the administrator of the space station, a near ancient Arquin kept alive by a stasis pod and that have been shoved into a mech who had been running the station port in Nice for secret for over a few centuries. The administrator had come into conflict with a new outfit called Ice Blue, a mixture of a gang and mercenary company that the group found had been fronted by the corporate authority to both cause trouble on a visa as well as to take on corporate jobs that couldn't tarnish or that would tarnish the corporate authorities' image if done openly. With this, the group was able to defeat the administrator and spent a week breaking into the administrator's systems and claiming the station for their own, as well as claiming control of the administrator's security bot army. With that, the group was able to also find some information proving that the Ice Blue and corporate authority were the ones trying to uh, pit the Durand hordes against each other. And the group sent that information to President Vault 2, but said they would not be coming back as they have aims to claim Port Anise for their own. The only target left is the Ice Blue Syndicate. With that, they found that they know that the administrator didn't have the power to push out Ice Blue, but they think they can, with his droid army and their own cunning and brute force, think they could push out the gang, claim the station for themselves, and because I know you guys already have Hazrad's Heroic Haven. What did you guys name this one again? I forgot.
Let me see if I have it written down.
I think
Hazrat's Heroic Headquarters.
Heroic Headquarters. There we go.
Yeah.
I think you guys said you have like one little base for clandestine activities, and then the big one for running your new enterprise potentially. But that's where we're going to pick up. So you guys will spend a week going through, breaking in through the complex weave of security that the administrator put around his systems, claiming his droids for your own. And that is purely what is left now, is to see how you'll fare against the Ice Blue Syndicate and see if you can claim this station for your own. So right now, you guys are in the administrator's former lair at the bottom of the Port Anise station. Um, how's the crew gearing up to go after Ice Blue? What's the crew? What's your all's plan so far?
Maybe it'd be cool if we could see if we could start turning some of the station's defenses towards Ice Blue. Send some robots to soften them up first. But that might give away our element of surprise if we want to lean into the fact that he trusts us a lot and walk up and say, "Hey, look, we got you this great deal," and basically what we just did to the administrator. Convince him we're friends and then decide to kill him anyway. But
Uh, I don't know if this is something that that Envoy has to get separately, but there's something called Size Up, which I totally should have been leveraging. I think I don't know if that has to get selected or
Well, what does it do?
okay. Let me see if I can. Essentially, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to deception, diplomacy, intimidation, and perception checks made against your asset. So you essentially you watch somebody. How do I put you in chat? Starfinder.
Yeah, no, that's an innate Envoy feature.
Well, I don't even. staying in here, like in the sheet or whatever. I will size up the leader of Ice Blue as soon as I figure out how to do that. I'm looking for it. It's not on the sheet.
It might be in the exploration tab of the actions, because that's where they normally put things that take like multiple minutes to do. Or it could be on the class features tab.
You called it. You're. I didn't realize you were tabs up there. Yeah, dead on.
Perfect. I don't think there is a roll with this one.
Nope. Just you spend some time doing a thing, and then he's your thing. There you go.
Perfect. Yeah, so you're able to go through, kind of research a bit about the Ice Blue leader. And kind of just get prepared to talk him down, or at least kind of be able to read him a little bit better, depending on how you all pursue this. What does Argo kind of look up as you dig into this being?
Well, tries to see what sort of accesses were. Takes him off that he goes easy on. Really get an understanding for what makes this Arquin tick.
Perfect. You're able to kind of utilize the administrator's files. Kind of see he's a pretty diligent guy. He has a hair temper from what you've seen. You've seen him bully droids, bully living beings as well. Things that people that fail him, people that displease him. He's quick to take hostile action for. It's going to give you a quick read of kind of on his personality. The things that may push his buttons.
Okay. All right. So I now have an asset. I should have totally. Okay.
Perfect. What else? What's the crew thinking? If you guys got a little bit of a read on them, what's the crew's plan?
All right, I gotta admit why I haven't voiced in thus far, because y'all already know what Hazrod would probably do. We walk in with the droid army, and we take him on in a full frontal assault for the entire station to see, and we make a example. Now, I, Burger, the player, understand that should not be our first option.
Yeah. But that sounds fun.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I had to say it, because it feels like I feel like we got a little bit of a reputation now. We just walk in, okay, this is ours, and walk away to the next bigger thing.
I thought our MO was we walk in, we smooth everything over with words, and then we get violent anyway. It's like, I'm glad we come to an understanding. Now understand this. I am bored. And then, throw it down. Okay.
Guys, are we the baddies?
Define baddies. Just
I don't know if we're the good guys per se.
I don't remember. I don't remember ever being a target. Right?
Yeah, you can definitely say you guys aren't the as you left kind of these Visa in the distance, but you're entrepreneurs at least.
Hey, we did our best. We provided the information that the president needed to make the hiss, look elsewhere. Right? we did that. We could have just kept that close to the chest, left the MIBs. We're sentients of our word, sort of.
Sort of sentience of our word. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey. We're sentient, okay? Be nice to Pez.
Be nice to Pez.
Be nice to Pez.
Yeah.
I would. Okay, this is Argo the character. Look, I don't know if I want to share a station with this guy. He's done some nasty stuff. As soon as he finds out that the Hiss are privy to what he's been up to, he's probably gonna point a creepy little claw at us because we just showed up. Oh, we talked to the administrator, and now and somehow evidence of his malfeasance has come to light somehow out of nowhere. He's not stupid. It's gonna come down to him being angry at us, trying to take us down. So we should heroically sneak into the Arquin's Delight under pretense of celebration and kill him over drinks.
He does owe me a couple meals.
There you go.
Hosrot's nodding to this like this is a grand battle strategy.
Yes, further use of deception.
Yeah. Why tire your arms from killing all of his men when you only got to kill him? Pez, he's a bad guy.
So the interesting thing about Pez is you'd notice he's a little more hard-edged a little bit. He's got some streaks of red that run through him. He carries like a truncheon, like a big club on his side. You don't think he knows how to use it, but he has one. and so his like kind of chimey tones have like a little bit of, I don't know. He's going through his teenage phase a little bit, a little emo, and so Pez would just be like, Pez agrees, deception and poisoned, that is the human solution.
Yeah,
shit,
Pez.
I didn't even consider. Oh, shit. I didn't even think of poison. What the shit, Pez? That's brilliant.
Pez knows.
I am proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, could we pull it off, you think, and make them be a lot easier than fighting it out? I know Neuralgia would get bored of the whole, watching him choke on his foam or whatever, but
We poison him every fighting.
I like that better.
Yeah, Pez has an expert in medicine, and he has devised poisons that will kill all species. Human, Hiss, Arquin. He just stops.
you very short list you got there, buddy.
Hosrot's slowly counting the people we have in our group, like Human, Hiss, Arquin. And he'll look over like,
Nyaltra, it seems you are safe from this poison.
Seems like it. I mean, Pez wouldn't never make anything that would hurt me.
Pez would never hurt you.
what's the assertion of, yeah, that's true, I'll never hurt you, make it more suspicious.
You can tell, like, almost death, the idea of mortality has struck Pez.
Yeah, he almost died, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
He had a moment, and now he's a little teenage edgelord. We'll just kill him with beverages.
I don't know why, but this immediately, like, I don't know if it would have been Argo or some of, as Hajrat puts, his ancestors, but there'd be a feeling of nostalgia emanating from Hosrat in the group chat.
Yeah. Well, so Pez, what's that poison you got? Look or taste or smell like?
Um. Well, the player hasn't figured this out yet.
I've been looking and I don't see any poisons in Starfinder. I
Damn.
don't know if Pathfinder poisons are available for purchase at this time. But there's a level 5 Horned Dragon Breath. Oh no, that's a potion.
This would be really funny if this was one of his pranks, but to us, like, yeah, I have a poison that'll kill anyone. They don't know. It's just sugar. It's a placebo.
I didn't say how long it would take to kill you. Type 2 diabetes.
0.3.
Oh man.
So, what is the group's plan? Are you guys gonna try to get in this club and find a way to poison him?
It's not my
I don't
plan.
know. I mean,
Might be someone else's.
Is like mechanically could Pez make a poison?
Oh, he probably he doesn't have enough unless you guys want to delay taking over the station. It would take downtime to make poison, unless he has some feature. He doesn't have alchemist features, but it would take him downtime to make poison. Then, so you guys could delay or try to buy a poison. But with the poison, what is your plan for the rest of the Ice Blue gang?
Maybe if we kill the leader, the rest of them are suddenly out of a job, and we have come into an organization that can hire people. Or we let the robots that we have control of now take care of them.
Yeah, extend an offer, and extend the offer, right? And see if any of them try to betray us with like outgoing communications, because we control the communications. And any that would betray us, they meet the wrong side of a blade or barrel.
Or if we can find some way to send them to the hiss.
Yeah. As a consolidation, sort of, hey, these are the people that were responsible. Forget about us. And Ibiza. But yeah, I think that might be a plan. We go in there, try to poison him. If that doesn't work, probably won't. We murder him as hard as we can. And then engage the robots to take on the majority of the rest of his gang. Is everybody kind of cool with that plan? Or them suggestions? I'm all ears.
Only thing I will point out is you guys do know Ice Blue outnumbers the administrator's droids, which is the whole reason the administrator didn't kick them out initially.
That's why we exist, and thus Hazrat's suggestion comes up once again. A full frontal assault, and we make an example to them in front of the rest of the station.
So I think as the player side of me, we set a meeting saying that, we've done our part. What else work you got? And then he shows up to the meeting and we kill him.
Or the other part of me is like, well, we control everything, right? Maybe they don't need life support on that part of the station for an hour.
You could take out oxygen to that floor. It wouldn't just be Ice Blue, but I did say that is within the admin controls.
And we did say we're not the good guys.
We're not the good guys.
We might not be the bad guys, but we're not the good guys.
But what if they try and sneak somewhere else on the station? They have back doors. What if we turn off the life support to everywhere? It's at the tip of our fingers. This is not a real suggestion, by the way. This is a humorous bit. I see Tegan got really worried for a second.
Oh, you guys went from taking out a floor with some collateral damage. It's like, let's just start fresh. Like we don't
Clean slate, boys.
I will again say that was a bit.
It'd be really funny. Like, all of Tegan's preparation is, oh, they vented the station. All right, well, you guys have a station. Congrats. Hey, Starfinder.
I will say that is a valid. Well, not the vending the whole station. That's you guys will probably be the BBEG for the next campaign. So yeah, I can't make that determination, but you will be a BBEG somewhere down the line when I pick back up.
Hosrod's Butchers.
Otherwise, I mean, bidding a floor. I mean, some innocents will die, but Argo doesn't get knocked out again.
All right,
So
here's. Go ahead.
The advantage,
bad for you.
the robots won't get hurt. So it feels like at the end we'll have more robots.
That reminds me, are we... Hosrat mentioned very briefly, but do we plan on giving the robots rights on this station and allowing the Doobots to be free will?
These are just straight like mechanical ones. These are not
got it.
sentience. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Pez will try to free all the Mangasu, but
I mean, he better try because that's already written to the backstory for my next character.
I just wanted to serve drinks, not think.
What is my
Okay.
purpose? You have free will now. You make it your own. Pay taxes. Oh my god.
You die and pay
So here's my proposal. Our strategy for dealing with the administrator and not having to fight all these robots was sneak in, cut the head off of the snake, and then pretend to be the administrator and basically take control of the station. Now we have control over communications. So what if we invite the leader to a meeting, kill him in the meeting, and then send a communication from his device to all of his people saying, hey, you have a mission. Go to Avisa now and attack the Hiss. And, oh yeah, reinforcements will definitely come to help you out when you fight the Hiss that are completely outnumbering you. And then they just go and fight the Hiss, and then we don't have to deal with it.
That's diabolical. Let's do it.
I love that you call my idea diabolical. That results in many fewer innocent deaths than your idea.
Oh no, mine's is disgusting. Mine's is horrendous.
All right, I'll take diabolical. If
Yeah,
disgusting is worse than
not
diabolical.
Like diabolically good. Like, oh man, that's brilliant. Versus like,
That's what we are. We're diabolically good.
yeah, I like it. I'm all for it. Let's try to set up a meeting with this guy at a location. You know, are there any like unused parts of the station that maybe we could like, oh, the administrator wishes to meet you in person or whatever, and extends this part of the station as a potential gift as a sign of, you know, free will or whatever. And then, haha, we're the administrators, and this gift is your tomb, bitch. Maybe not the bitch, you know, whatever. We workshop, but you know, something like that, like an unused, maybe like potentially like good real estate part of the station.
Not really a good real estate part of the station, but there are in the bowels of the station kind of unused areas that just have gotten old with time, just haven't really been upkept. They could probably.
Okay.
So it seemed particularly his style. An old, not kept up place, but
All right.
he doesn't have to know that until he gets there, I guess.
yeah, we could always just tell him, yeah, the administrator wants to meet you. We'll be there to help make sure everything goes good.
There you go. Okay. I like that. All right. Let's get this guy out of his home turf. And I'm sorry if you didn't plan for this, Tegan. We probably should have been taking the other session before a little longer. Get to this point and then say see you guys next week. But
I've never had any of my players apologize for screwing up my plans. They just do it.
well, I can imagine, like, I didn't write any of this shit. Anyway, all right. So I'm totally. I love this. Are you guys in? Because I'm beyond in.
Yeah, I think this makes sense to me.
Okay. So
So are you rigging the administrator up?
whoa. The
Or not the administrator, the ice blue boss?
yeah. I'm blanking. Did we ever get a name from that guy?
You did Zekin.
Second.
Whatever we do, don't call him by that name. He didn't tell us his name.
He did not tell you his name. You found it in the communication logs.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm like, wait, but what? Oh.
I don't know.
Hey,
Can
yo,
we just
my
call
boy.
him boss? Is
Yeah.
that what we
Hey,
call
yo,
boss?
yo, Zeki, my boy. No, yeah, no, terrible. Okay. Yeah, we'll, call him up.
Perfect. You can open a comm channel to him. It rings for a moment, but you hear his voice come across the other line, and he goes, "My favorite friends. Appreciate you securing that discount for us. We didn't like paying those taxes."
No. Who does, right? Paying money just to exist. It's disgusting.
No,
And
yeah,
especially-
people pay us. We don't pay them. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Of course, someone of your status shouldn't even dream of that sort of thing. But I hope you forgive the intrusion. But we've been working with the administrator, taking care of some other problem that he had.
Whoa. You guys are my guys. You working with him now?
No. This is kind of laying the groundwork. There's lots of the station that's not being used right now. And this is a bit of an extension of, goodwill. We scratch his back, he scratches ours, and in turn yours. And he's thinking that you might need the extra real estate for some of your future plans. Don't worry, we didn't go into specifics, but we put forth that you wouldn't say no to having some quieter parts of the station at your disposal, if you catch my meaning.
You kind of hear him pause for a moment. He goes, "So not only he didn't pay me, I don't gotta pay no taxes, but I get a piece of the station. And you lot been hanging out with him all week?"
Not necessarily hanging out with him, but helping him with a problem that we've been sworn to secrecy to.
So I get no taxes and a place for free, all because of you lot. You know, my mama used to say something's too good to be true.
It's because it is. I know. My mother said the same thing. What a woman. But no, we're trying to get good in Ice Blue, and we saw an opportunity to potentially expand your operation, and thereby expanding our own status. We don't want to just be your grunts. We want to be the people you go to, the people that whenever you have a problem, we're who you think of first. The problem solvers.
The problem solver, the stick chairs and all that. All right. So if this little mythical prize of no taxes along with the extra space station part, what would we need to do?
Well, it's already been taken care of. He just wants to meet you in person and give you a bit of a tour. There's more to explain, and he insists on doing it in person.
Give me a diplomacy check.
All right. I should add the circumstance because
I get a plus one, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, all right. I've always wanted to meet the old bastard. Man, nobody ever saw him in person. except for you lot. But going, I'm a guy with that. What's that phobia called? I got agoraphobia. I don't like going outside. You can come to my club and we can talk. He realizes this place, like you guys said. He realized he works for us now. He can come. We can hang out. He can, kiss the ring in person and all that. We can let him know how we're doing business. And if everything goes well, you guys won't be grunts. Yeah, you'll be officers.
He has a bit of a condition. I know you called him an old bastard, but he was old probably around the time my great-grandfather was old. He wasn't our Quinn, right? I'm not crazy?
Yes.
Okay. I can tell he's an Arquin, but he doesn't look like any Arquin that I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys mummify, but he's close to it. Moving like that is that distance from. He's got a lot of medical equipment here. It's difficult for him to get around the station.
Would Pez know how old he was? Kind of with
You've
his
had time
history.
to examine him. Not like an exact date range, but you've kind of taken a look at him. He is beyond like any Arquin kind of life expectancy. It is a marvel that he is still cognizant, and his body, like as you guys got him out, was pretty much flicked at the touch.
Yeah, I'm not 100% privy to the average Arquin lifespan, but I don't think he's long for this world, and he might be looking for a successor.
You see, you kind of hear him go, chuckle, goes, "Yeah, the little bastard's been in charge for a long time. We don't gotta do this in person. You can put him on comm, make him say, yeah, we're the boss. We own this. He'll play by our rules." And
He hasn't I offered that to him before. Believe me, I know it would make things a lot easier. He has this aversion to being recorded electronically. He doesn't want people to be able to capture his likeness. He's very sensitive about it. I know there's a lot of hoops to jump through. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Give me a deception check.
Okay. With a circumstance bonus. Yay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good number.
There it is.
You hear him nod and go, "All right, we can meet him in person. We don't got to meet him in Ice Blue. We can meet him in that area. I'm going to bring my crew with me, though. Because you guys gone for a week. You ain't talk to me. You ain't say, hey, I'm here. So I'm going to bring the crew with me. And Argo, you fuck me over, you're first one dead. You hear me?
I hear you.
All right. We'll be there. We'll get to see that old mummified bastard say, hey, Ice Blue runs this station."
I think he's looking to let go. See you soon.
See you soon. And yeah, remember, it's your head. Bye-bye, Argo.
Bye. Well, it's been a good run.
I mean, you're directing him to a part of the station that we can vent the air from, right? That's also abandoned by people.
See, that's why Dorana doesn't trust herself. Just. Well, I just put the problem in one part of the station, and who needs air? Not you.
Yeah, I was just clarifying your idea. I didn't come up with anything.
Oh, I thought you wanted to fight.
I do.
There you go. All right.
I'm just confused what you're so worried about. You seem kind of like that didn't go the way you wanted.
No, I went for exactly how I wanted. I mean, yay. It went as well as it could. God. Yeesh. Well, I guess we should, can we set traps?
I don't think any of us has the equipment or time to set traps, unfortunately.
Oh,
I
you
do
can,
not think that's an expertise of mine.
we can
Wait,
get
you can?
We
Yep,
can get
yeah.
stones. I'm kidding. I have no idea. That'd be cool though. I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, a rope, some rocks. Or where would you get rocks in a space station?
From the rock store, obviously.
The rock. Oh yeah.
The rock store?
Yes,
Assuming
sir.
it's
I'd like
built.
10 of your heaviest rocks. The rounder, the better.
We could probably set an ambush.
Yeah. All right. I mean, there's a buttload of droids, right?
Yeah, you got a lot of droids.
Okay. So we just station a bunch of them in there, deactivate it until we do the Zekin needs Denton, and then up they rise, and there they go.
Does would we know? I'm just thinking like the technology of the era here. Would we think that Ice Blue had the ability to kind of track how many people would be in the area in that spaceship?
Uh,
Scan or
they don't have access to the administration functions to be able to track through the system itself, but they do have if other people are aware, or if they do have any scanners, handheld scanners, they may be able to get an idea.
Okay.
So, okay, you guys have got them lured to a section of the station. What's the group's plan?
We station a reasonable amount of droids in the area. Have them, treat them as friendly until they're not.
yeah, maybe we use the droids to make sure to cut off any escape and to stop any reinforcements coming in too.
And
Hey, that's smart.
block any sort of signal or communications from this floor. After we initiate combat, though. Can we do that?
Oh, with the you can't really block to the floor for communications, but you can just shut communications off with your admin privileges.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they won't be able to communicate with each other at all, and we have our group chat. And then I'm assuming Hadra can control the robots with like a data pad or something to make sure that they're doing their job.
You can give them a command prior to communications going down and communicate with the ones near you. But yeah, communications down is for across the board.
Gotcha.
I mean, we can, we're sorry. Communications are down for routine maintenance. Please check back in 5 minutes.
Now, that's the thing. If we bring 10 robots, he'll bring 20. So the comms being down probably is helpful.
Okay. All right, so we station a reasonable amount of robots with us. Is there any way we can leverage his mech suit? Because that'd be stupid funny.
You all broke that to hell.
Okay.
Can we just to get it to stand up in the room so when he comes in he sees it?
You can definitely
Not functioning, but
not straw man, scarecrow it up.
Like having the other droids hold it up.
He did speak in the robotic voice. If we don't cut communications, we could have a text-to-speech device, kind of, have it talk to them for a little while until they realize it's a scarecrow.
We're Weekend at Bernie's, the cockroach in a mech suit.
I was thinking we're gonna staple a speak and spell to the corpse and just remotely. Yes, hello, I am the administrator. It is nice to meet you. I don't know. All right. Okay, so seriously though, do you guys want to prop up the corpse? Is that?
I think that might actually help us. They're not gonna turn the corpse on, you know. They're not gonna bring him back. So
And then it turns out this guy's a necromancer. Yeah. Just in his back pocket, he's like, you guys fell for it. You're my trap now.
The neck reactivates.
So I'm thinking what we'll do is, right, like, so we can meet him at the entrance or wherever we're going in. He's gonna have his group with him. He's probably gonna have some mechs with him, whatever. We'll say, yep, administrators in the next room. Leave your mechs out here. You can send your crew in to make sure it's not a trap. Have the administrator there, just all, we can burn it up. As soon as he enters, we cut comms so all the mechs in the other room can't join. And then we say, ha ha.
I bet you wish it was just a chair.
It's a practical joke.
And all right, let's try that. I like that.
All right. Perfect. Anything that you all want to do before kind of meeting at the rendezvous?
If someone wants to spare me 60 credits, I can buy an armor upgrade. But other than that, I'm ready to go.
Money I have, but whatever I have, you can have. I don't remember what we got last time.
Did it?
I have like 1,500 written down. I think we got from.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever my share is minus 20, I did spend 20.
Oh, the cudgel?
Yeah, big spender.
I mean, I didn't spend any of mine, so if you want it, take it.
Cool.
I take that back. I'm going to want some ammo, but not much. I'm not greedy. It's not like I hit anything anyway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Did you get I don't know if envoys, I think they probably do. I think you probably got like a boost at 5, right? Yeah, you got weapon expertise.
So I get, do I?
Oh, so weapon expertise gives you a boost to hit. I think it gives it +2 additional to hit, so it'll make it a little easier for you to land.
Well, here's the hope, and I do. Okay. All
right. So you guys are able to get any gear that you can afford or need, get kind of prepped up, and kind of beginning to make your way towards the ambush point. Before we move, does anybody have any questions on gear or any other things you guys are picking up?
Weapon improvement is 650 credits, which gives you a +1 to hit and rolls. You can roll 2 damage dice. So I already have one. I have a special one for Solarian stuff, but for those using weapons, that might be worthwhile.
Does it do both?
So it's the level 4 one is the advanced weapon improvement, which is dice and upgrades. The level 2 is just the +1. I think. Oh no. Tracking.
I think level 4 is just the damage die. I think you have to buy both.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think that's how the upgrade improvement system works. That.
Weapon, would that be under weapon upgrades?
The armor one I couldn't find. I just went in. I spent the money and then went into I opened up my armor item, and then there's a spot to set a potency bonus. Potency rune. I guess because it's kind of still using the Pathfinder system for runes, but it's mechanically similar, not quite the same. Because the weapon improvements also give like a tracking trait, which I'm not sure what that does. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to punt.
I guess. So how many credits did you say we got? 15?
Oh, how much did I give you guys last time?
Was it 6,000 total? So we split it four ways.
It was 6,000 total. Yeah.
All right. So if you think we'll have 1,000 extra, I can upgrade my force field, but it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, that seems correct.
Otherwise, I'm good.
All right. Well, you guys are able to kind of leave your newfound administrator's lair, kind of heading up on the turbo lifts, making your way towards the rendezvous point. Um, Anything crazy you guys are? How are you guys like approaching this? How's the crew kind of showing up to this ambush?
I'm nervous a little, but trying his best not to show it because that last encounter, he brushed a little bit too close to dying that time. Just a little too close. Just
A breath too close to the sun.
yeah. So maybe just a little nervous. That's trying his best to hide it.
Ultra fully trusts Argo and Hazard's decision making. So she's like humming a tune, chatting about like, oh, it'd be nice if we can get back to Aviza in a week or two. And I heard about this roasted vegetable that sounds really yummy, and just like not worried about it.
Admire that optimism. Yeah, it'd be nice to do something in a week.
Hazard's making sure he's not about to vent the entire station. He's double and triple checking, which might be concerning that he has to double and triple check. He's probably got this, hopefully.
Maybe. We'll find out in a minute.
Perfect. You guys make your way to the rendezvous point. You see, flanked by your new mechanized robots that formerly served the administrator but have been taken into your control as you all make your way towards the destined meeting spot, getting into more of the less traveled areas of the station. You see, where before always had a little bit of a grimy feel, but this area starts to feel almost. The air here is heavily recycled. It has like this dusty, just acidic almost smell to it. Just air that has been just refreshed to the point it's just no longer, almost doesn't really feel like air itself. As a turbo lift door opens, you see kind of dust, grime, kind of coating these areas. But you do see kind of within on the floor, some footprints kind of going through, kind of leading towards where the meeting room was held.
Footprints.
Did he go on ahead of us?
Anything we can glean from these footprints, as in the amount of people or what species and stuff like that?
Anybody who's trained can give me a survival check.
Should I add a circumstance bonus? No, I'm kind of kidding. Yep, those are feet.
Taking a look through neurology, you're able to see it looks like at least, you'd guess probably at least between 15 to 20 people have walked through here. Pretty heavy foot, and Pens, you'll take a look as well and see that some of the people that have come through have had pretty heavy footfalls. The kind of almost dust around them is blockier than normal. Like their footprints are kind of almost bigger than you'd expect. With that as well, you're able to kind of put it together with your own kind of understanding of anatomy as well as just how these dust prints look. And it seems like most of these people are actually almost all that you can see from the footprints are suited up. It looks like they're wearing hard to tell from like the things, but something heavy, something combat suitish. Definitely kind of not somebody that's walking in normal boots.
Rut-row. Okay.
Yeah, they came equipped. They came prepared. We weren't not anticipating that, so we are still on pace, right? I say this out of character. That's mainly because out of character I'm worried Hazrat seems confident, but continuously still checks to make sure he's not about to vent the entire station.
Well, I guess we should proceed carefully, maybe even quietly.
I'll take the lead and kind of move carefully and quietly, and if we see if they try to get the drop on us, I'll be the first to notice that one way or another.
I don't know if this would be helpful, but if so, because it's not really a natural environment, but if scan environment would help me at all, I'll go ahead and cast that.
Well, yeah, nothing that really would be gleaned too much from here with the station itself, unfortunately.
All right.
Perfect. You all are able to make your way down the hallway, Neraldra in the lead. You do see, after a moment, kind of this almost like squadron of ice blue gang members there, all kind of equipped with kind of this combat armor, faces covered. And you do see Zekin, the ice blue boss, amongst them. Kind of all like they haven't moved through the door into the meeting room yet, but you see them almost kind of fanning out around the area. And Zekin still kind of has his suit on, but you can almost see a thin kind of environmental suit beneath it, beneath kind of his little pinstripe ice and blue and white suit. And you see a breather upon his face as he looks over at you all and he goes, "Wasn't sure if you're all going to show. Invite some people and you get here on time? You're on time, you're 15 minutes late."
We ran into some difficulties. We can.
Tell me about it.
Well, you know how I mentioned the administrator was maybe not so long for this world, and he was having a bit of a health issue. Nice guy, pretty reasonable, just ancient. We can
Go on.
we can
When you say go on,
we can discuss it more in the next room. Give you a better idea.
all right, after you all.
Okay. He's gonna look like nonplussed, like, what's this guy's deal? It's like I'm walking into an ambush or something. So, yeah, I guess we should walk in.
Naraja's just staring at Argo, waiting for him to give her the signal.
Yeah, not here.
I'll head into the next room first then.
Perfect. You guys open the room to the door to the room, seeing kind of like this dusty old kind of section of the station that's really been sealed off for pretty, you'd guess, at least decades. Looking in, you see a couple of storage boxes, a power container, and the remains of the administrator that you guys strapped into scarecrow style within the room. As you all enter in with the ice blue gang behind you, what do you guys do?
Are all of them coming in?
You do see the kind of the squadron as well as the moves in first, followed by the big boss himself. The squadron has their weapons drawn. The big boss is kind of holding his hands pretty loose.
How many droids do we have in here?
You guys have 4 with you.
We only brought 4.
To the meeting itself. You guys can definitely have others scattered around.
Is there a way to surreptitiously send a signal to have them converge on us ASAFP?
One of you guys could try to make a deception check or a thievery check to see. Actually, thievery check to see if you could kind of do so discreetly.
One of the 4 skills I am not trained in.
I don't actually think I have. Nope. I don't have anything useful there.
Osrond also does not deceive. He usually just walks up and goes, "We are here to kill you." This is new to him.
Wild guess that Neuralgia's not a little thief.
She's sneaking in quiet, but not so dexterous with her hands or things like that.
Okay.
Osrond's looking over at Argo also for the signal, like he's ready to vent the atmosphere with us still in it. If that's what it takes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you said the Zekan is wearing like an environmental suit or something under his outfit. I think he might have come prepared for that as well.
His soldiers are all also wearing combat environmental suits.
Is the soldiers with him mechs, or are they like actual?
They're people, yeah.
Okay.
You see
How
him
many times did the administrator vent out the airlock? This immediately makes me go, was this guy was that this guy's MO?
I mean, if you're making an enemy of the person that controls the space station, you probably would know if he can just take your oxygen out. The administrator didn't seem as ruthless as you all to just vent the floor for a whole area yet. But going off to a out-of-way station,
I see.
you do see the ice blue boss look around, especially seeing the mech with the kind of ancient and dead now, Arquin in it, and he goes, "Oh, you're a real ugly bastard, ain't he? All right, let's get this over with. Kiss the ring. Tell us we run this station, and we let you all live. All right." And yeah, and I'm talking to you all too, Argo. Don't like to been palling around over here with the admin when you're supposed to be my guys.
No, of course, but
How close is the squad all together?
The squad is lumped like pretty closely together.
All right, I'm gonna do something stupid.
I was gonna do something stupider.
Yeah.
I was gonna take the next step of Weekend at Bernie's.
So I'll let you decide how this would work mechanically once we get into the fight, because this is about to start a fight. I'm going to cast Doom Scroll, and I am going to broadcast to this group scenes of the Hiss attacking the spaceship. Specifically, the 2 Hiss factions that they pitted against each other.
Does this have the subtle trait?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to okay.
Unfortunately, without the subtle trait, it would bring us into initiative where you'd be able to cast it upon your turn. But you could definitely still do so.
Okay.
They kind of see you reaching for your data pad, kind of getting your own tech around you, and kind of start drawing.
I want to at least bring up, we're probably not going to do the bit for obvious reasons, but the possibility of the bit of like waiting for the admin to talk, one of us going up there, checking his pulse and going, he's dead.
I was 100% gonna do that.
Like, damn.
It's like I was totally gonna be like, well, we're all here, sir. So please tell him what you told us. And then just, oh no. He's
shit.
dead.
He's dead.
What's the crew thinking?
I kind of want to see the bit play out of like, oh no, he's dead. But of
Alright.
course, if we want to go with the cooler, like the flashbacks of war and what they brought upon people, that also
Oh,
very much works.
Oh, I was totally running for the. Okay, I mean, so all right. Are we gonna go with? Well, sir, please. We're all here. What? And then, oh no, he seems to have perished. Or are we just gonna like get into it?
I'll let the group decide. I can certainly just do this on my first action in combat too. So if the group wanted to do something different.
Probably, and maybe this is something we like discuss ahead of time or something, but kick things off with like, I don't know, so much has happened that's like not what we expected. But my fear at this point is that he might like retreat or something, like try to get away and let his soldiers deal with us, and then we have to go hunt him down again or something like that. But so if like Hazra or someone is able to use the comms to try to like lock them in here with us, that would be Neuralgia's ideal scenario. I don't know, like, would Hazrat have given her access to those kind of commands? Because if so, then she would just see the situation and be like, this plan didn't work. Lock everyone in, let's fight.
That feels like something Hasbro would do. Like, give Sinaldra, if things go wrong, lock them in with us.
Yeah. And we have group chat too, so we can just
Right.
yeah.
So, do we want to play out the "oh no, he's dead"? How could you have done this? Or
Yeah, go for it.
okay. So, well, sir, we're all here. Please tell the big boss of Ice Blue what you wanted to tell him. And then he'll approach carefully, slowly. Do I need to give a performance check?
I'll wait for you to go. Finish where you're going with it.
Oh my goodness! He's slain! He is no more! How could you have done this? This gesture of goodwill turned against him. You foul dogs. Whoever you are, who could have done this?
Give me a deception or performance check.
Those rapscallions.
Oh gosh. All right, they're both the same. Do I get to add my circumstance? Yeah?
Oh.
No?
Well, I can't remember what this one does. It go deception, get your assets. So yeah, you will get to use it for this one. The bonus won't apply for the other soldiers though, unfortunately.
Okay, so I will roll my deception, add a circumstance, and let's see. I was hoping for a 1.
He looks at you and looks. The bastard's dead. Well, at least this is fucking easier. All right, he's dead. Station's mine. Get off or get spaced.
And Pez run up and like he's checking vitals on him.
Is your Mithara bringing him back to life?
Well, he's
he's
trying
dead. We like him dead.
Wait, but are you kicking us off the station?
I don't like the way this smells. You know what? You get off. I'll pay your way off. We said we can work together. Out of that, what you want? Let's give you a parting gift. 5,000 credits. Get off Port Anise. It's Ice Blues now.
Okay, so I said making an example. Could this possibly be broadcast to the rest of the station? Is that something we can do in Retcon, or is it too late for that?
A little too late for that, but you could use some actions once combat starts to do so.
You know, I like the sound of that. That's for combat, though. I will.
Neuralgia over the group chat will say, well, if we leave and he takes over the station, then we can send the hiss after him at that point. And I think she's just kind of getting lost in all the different deceptions of past, right? She's like, wait, maybe they killed the administrator when they got here 15 minutes before us. Or,
Yeah.
no, we should tell him that because then he'll get confused and, right?
Okay.
We want him confused? I'm confused.
Look, even I'm tired of all this deception. How about you pay us 10,000 credits and you get to leave with your life?
All right, you know what? I gave you all a pass when you stuck my chair to the ground like jackasses, but no, it's a step too far. I was trying to be classy, give you all a payoff, let you leave with your heads held high. But your heads will still be leaving the station if you catch my drift. Boys, get them.
Finally, I say out loud. And I'll start moving into attack.
All right, everybody, give me initiative.
All right.
Do I get to add my circumstance bonus? I think
Well, I don't think it applies to initiative.
Yeah, there's something in there that does it.
Hit
Yeah.
that Saw it coming reaction.
The little
Yeah.
fake in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Initiative.
All right.
All right. You see the ice blue boss is up. He is going to, you see him quick draw his blaster, and he's going to point that at you, Hazrod. Well, you're going to go in. All right. Take out the Duran first. Get the rest of them later. Actually, no. I promised you, Argo. I said I'd put a blaster in your face if you pulled this shit. Get the human first. Until I'll be doing him a favor, killing me quick. So you see him pull out the blaster, and he snaps off. Oh, what's he gonna do? He's going to snap off two shots. Actually, he's going to try to. No, he's too far. He's going to snap off 2 shots at you.
Ah!
Oh, the second one shouldn't be a crit. I forgot to hit the -5, so that'll be a 27. Does that hit you, Argo?
Yeah, but
Is it still crit? What's your
he's 100 feet away.
He is. So he took a -2 range penalty to his attack.
And it's still that high.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But 29 and 27. What's your AC again?
19.
Oh, so this the second one doesn't crit.
Yay.
And he does not get sneak attack. So you see him blast those 2 shots off, connecting with Argo, both hits colliding, and you see him kind of move over to the side, getting some distance as he lets his crew go to work.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just
He has deadly as well on his weapon. How's Argo doing?
Huh?
How's Argo doing?
Oh, Argo's down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see,
no, it happened again.
he puts those. Oh yeah, I should have saw that he went above him. Yeah, he puts those 2 blasters into him. You see Argo falling. Yeah, that's when anybody gets that messes with ice blue. Oh, gang, get him! All right, these guys, you see them. The squad do the blast 'em action. All right, everybody in the burst, give me a DC 22 reflex save.
Reflex. Oh wait, I'm doing this.
Oh, also, you guys have access to the port and e-spots. So somebody give me one save. We'll use it for all four.
Uh,
Question. 13 for the bots.
Okay. So they will fail. You each take 9 damage on a failure. The bots will as well. And I'll get the bots damage in there for you all. All right. Neuralgia, you are up. With this too, you all each have a bot that you can use basically command like a minion. So you can use one action to command it. The bot will get 2 actions that it can utilize. If you don't command it, it'll basically just kind of hang out.
Okay, making sure. Just checking how what they can do. All right, so Neuraldra is going to do a stellar rush and move 60 feet. Yeah, I'd like to activate a bot, but... Oh, wait, is he... he's 1 square away! Dang it.
Don't you have reach? Am I crazy?
I wanted to grapple him, but I guess I can just attack him with reach. I mean, that's put him in range of my reactive strike, which is what I really wanted. Yeah, I can probably do more than a bot can. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack him and maybe command my bot next turn. Oh, that switches to the graviton. Oh, I was sorry. I was in photon phase for the stellar rush, so
okay.
I did not fortitude. So it would have been great because then I could have moved him in and grappled him, but oh well. Hey. Well, I don't crit on a 19, so that's unfortunate.
You still hit. Yeah, nice. All right, you connect with him.
Sorry, here. So that line is the concealed if you attack across it. And that's my turn.
Bez, you're up.
All right. So I will spend, yeah, I guess I'll just dump all of it. So I'll spend 1 action to,
Hold on, is Argo at the top of initiative? Did he go?
He got
yeah, he
knocked
got
out.
knocked out.
Yep.
Well, but
I had, like,
Ice Blue is after him in initiative?
Remember,
No,
he got knocked out. Yeah. So
Oh,
we
he moved it.
gotta
Okay,
get
yeah, I
back
forgot
on
about
whoever knocked you out.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 actions to Wisp Ally, and I'm going to cast this at a 3rd rank.
All right.
And I will focus on the big guy here. So let me get him targeted. And cast. And so he will have to make, I believe that should be 3 saves. I think it's once per heightened, and it's heightened twice.
All right. The first.
Should be a 21, I think is my save. Ooh. Wow, okay.
All 3.
All right. And so I have 1 action left. And for that, I will put 26 healing into Argo.
Nice.
Thank you.
With my...
I'm sorry. I know that was someone's notification, but I'll put 26 healing into Argo, followed by that sound effect. It's freaking hilarious to me.
How does it look as you get that healing off?
So you just see kind of this green mist just flare out in this massive kind of burst straight at Argo as he infuses them with all his essence.
Perfect. That's
He
right.
said, coughing, saying, "Not again." I'll be back in just a moment.
How's your idea?
Oh yeah, I am up, aren't I? Sorry, I just was like, my initiative is 14, so I'm going last. The initiative has gone through. Arco got knocked out. So we are going to, and there's a reason why I didn't do my warp reality at the beginning. I'm not gonna really have a chance to really get it off because movement and spells and commanding and all that jazz are their actions. In this case, we're going to cast a spell. Okay, when leveling up, there was one thing I forgot.
What?
I forgot that I get new spells.
No worries, you can use the ones you've got.
Heck yeah. We're gonna use, you know what? Yeah, we'll use Ricochet. The old classic. Not going with something too big for now, just making sure. Actually, wait. Fuck. Never mind, we're not doing Ricochet. He's out of range. You know what? I'm just going to move to them. And them. I had an idea in mind, but I forgot to measure. Fool that I am. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to use a action to command one of the robots.
All right.
And this just commands one of them, correct?
Just right.
Yep. We're going to have him move. Let me double check their speed. Line that I am. There it is, 25. Yep, we're going to have this one at the bottom there starting to move to intercept them. And as it's going to be popping off some shots. Ranged attack. And that will be to, I forgot to target them, this main crowd here.
Unfortunately, that will miss.
Unfortunate, but we still got Hazrod. And let's see. You know what? I'm probably going to need it here in just a bit, so I'll cast good old Shielded Arm once again.
Perfect. Now you get your shield up, get your Dubot or your robot into place. Argo, you are back conscious. Argo, he had a step away.
And I'm back. Hold
Way
on.
back, perfect timing.
Yeah. Hooray for wireless headphones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't even know if I should stand up at this point. Should I? Would it help me?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna shoot, gives you that -2 circumstance while prone.
Do I get a? What does that do to my AC if I'm prone and I'm being shot at?
It gives you a penalty, gives you off guard.
Really? I would think that. Okay. Then I guess it's worth it to stand up.
While you're prone, you can spend an action to take cover, which gives you a +4 to your AC, counteracting that penalty. Even if you don't have cover around you, I think. It's like, if you're trying to get like a sniper position kind of thing, that's what you would do, but it does cost an action every turn to get that bonus.
Oh, then yeah, no, that's not gonna. All right then, I will have Argo stand up,
All right.
and I'll have him group chat a thank you to Pez. Okay, and let me see what is the distance for that. So the creature within 60 feet I can see. That's none of them. All right. So I'll move Argo up another 25 feet. And I'll signal to the team to get him.
All right.
Them being the rest of get him, get the grunts. We'll save this guy for last.
See the ice blue balls go. I can't put you bastards down. But boys, go ahead of me. And he is going to go delay his initiative for his gang. And they are going to move.
I'm going to reactive strike on them.
All right.
Get them bonus.
Nice.
The Oh, and I have critical specialization at level 5 now. I'll move them 5 feet away from me. It seemed like they were trying to go in for a melee thing.
Perfect. Fortunately, they would still have, this goes off before they move, so they'd still have the speed to get to you.
Oh, yeah, then I guess it doesn't matter then.
All right. They are going to cut them down. 2 actions. Just with Hysteria. Neuraldra, give me a reflex saving throw. So you see these all kind of holstering their pistols, bringing out these kind of just gleaming blades and trying to cut you down as they all kind of swarm around you.
Okay.
All right. The ice blue boss in his turn is going to move up.
I'm going to use my hyper nerves to take a second reactive strike.
Nice.
Yo, I forgot about those.
Once a day, but
Solid.
Ooh, good damage too. Almost as much as the crit damage. All right.
You see him wincing as he runs up. You see he quick draws from his side, like this blade that you see like to start etched with the lines of energy sparking off of it, almost as if it was on fire. And then you see him utilizing kind of his crew behind him, trying to stab into you, just really kind of trying to find any opening he can to just really make it hurt. The first one, crit hit and a crit miss. You see he kind of lines up, gets that first one in just perfect. And you see he's able to apply some sneak attack to this as well.
put me down.
Some stabbing in, and you see Neuraldra fall, and he kind of hollers out, "Come on, boys! I can't be doing all the work." Bez, you're up.
Guys, this would be really rough if we
Uh,
TPK'd right now.
Yeah. So Pez is going to spend an action. Let's see. I think I'll have to do my ringtone. What is? Yeah. So I will use motivating. Wait, can I use 2 things of the concentrate?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no limit.
Okay. So I will cast a motivating ringtone.
Okay.
And this is my signature. So actually, yeah, never mind. That's fine. So I'll cast that on Neuraldra. So you can go ahead and take that healing as you hear that rock metal start to pump through your comms. And as my last action, I will switch targets, and I will use my wisps on the guy here. So
The squad.
yep, on the squad here.
Okay.
And so they'll have to make 3 saves.
First will fail. Second will succeed. The third will succeed. But they are off guard now.
All right, and that would be my turn.
Perfect. Don't forget to roll your healing too.
Oh, okay, yep. Let me target Neuraldra, right, and then throw the healing. Go. Okay, and that'll be 11 for you there.
Were you casting at the 3rd level, or were you?
No, just 1 level is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Neuraldra, you feel that energy getting in, backing you back to 11 HP. Hazrod, you are up.
Here we go. Rods. Here's the thing. We've had someone down each time. I don't wanna invent the air here. And I wanted to do the cool thing of, okay, now we broadcast it to the station, but I'm also kind of afraid to do that when we keep getting people down. So I'll ask the party, should I focus on, damage, or broadcasting this to the rest of the station?
Damage.
Damage.
We can hold up a head later.
All right.
Ice blue, more like ice dead. You know.
So what we're going to do here is first we're going to raise shield with the shielded arm.
All right.
And then we're going to hit with a. Let me double check and make sure this is. Yep. A noise blast. We're gonna put that right. Hold on. Is there any way I can get both of them without getting Nealdra? Nope. So we're just gonna drop
you
that.
You only reached 30 feet with that.
Oh. We're going to. Oh. Damn it. We're going to move 20 feet towards them, and then command one of the Doobots.
All right.
Sorry about being mad about measuring things this time around.
No worries.
Like, they look close enough to us, but every time I measure, they're just like a square or 2 away for different planes.
We're going to have this Doobot come in at melee, and we're going to have, because they got reactive strike, you see, and we're going to have them strike.
Nice, that'll hit.
Yo, we'll take that. Damn, we'll take
Nice.
that.
Solid. It's a ratio move. Yep, that's all three. Now you see the Dubot beating into the squad of the Ice Blue. Argo, you are up.
All right, I'll keep it simple. Get him on the grunts.
All right.
I'll have what's her speed? 25. I'll have one of them move up. Is it 25? Yep. Okay. And then with that last one, I'll have the bot take a shot at the group there.
Are you going to be attacking the target?
You know what? Maybe I should have Argo try to hit him.
If you attack the target, you get that lead by example bonus.
Yeah, I think my range isn't all that great with.
You don't have to hit. That is a nice thing.
All right, then I'll take the shot with the arc pistol that I've got, and hope that it hits. It's hold on. There we go. Range penalty. Boom.
Just slightly out of reach. So you see them just dodging that side, but your shot still pointing out those weak points. So anybody that hits gets a +2 circumstance bonus to damage.
Well, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. And that'll do it for Argo.
Don't forget to have your guy shoot too.
Oh, wait, no, I moved them too. I moved them so.
He gets 2 actions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's see what happens. I thought it was one per. All right, so
Yeah. So with minions, if you get command them once, they get 2.
let's see.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Well, actually, that won't hit. Who do you have target?
It says monster AC 16.
I clicked on the group of guys, but I guess it picked himself.
Unfortunately, that will just miss. Does that have your? Is there circumstance? Is there circumstance to hit for penalty to AC? Is already applied. Unfortunately, it is already applied. Yeah, that'll just miss.
Okay. Then it doesn't connect. No worries.
And that takes into account off guard.
Off guard and the get him bonus.
Yeesh.
All right, the gang is up. Oh, it's gonna spend. Actually, it's gonna spend 1 action getting over. You see it disengaging from its boss, getting over here.
No, I haven't got my reaction back yet. Never mind.
And it is going to cut them down using 2 actions. Hazrod and the 2 Dubots, give me a reflex saving throw.
Get hands around.
And both you and Argo can roll for your. I guess I think those are both your guys' security bots.
Yeah.
Nice, security bot will save.
And another one?
Fortunately, that one will fail. You see as they kind of move over, blades slashing in, just kind of cutting through as they unleash their torrent. 21 damage to those who failed, and then half to those who succeed, 10. Neuraldra, you're up.
Alright, so first I will stand up. And then I will make an attack on the boss. Solar weapon. Fortunate. And then I will command my Dubot to, or not Dubot. Really? Still 1 square away from melee? And this one? Oh, wait. Okay. This one can get there, and it'll make a melee attack. And it says plus improved grab. Would that be like another action to grab or something?
Improved grab. If it hits, you get to do it with no action.
Okay. Did it still apply map to the check?
It does not with monster grabs.
Okay. I'll maybe try that next turn. But I tried to be useful and didn't roll well enough. I'm in position for some reactive strikes, though, so that's something.
Perfect. You see the ice blue kind of quickly dodges out of the way. He is. See him look at you. Blaster in one hand, dueling blade in the other. He is going to take a strike.
Oh, this guy's really good.
He slashes out, cutting in 53, knocking Neuralgia to the ground. He's then going to use an action to move over here. And he's going to taunt Osrod. He goes, drop to your friends. You know, I always thought if I had my own Durand or hissy scale on the ice blue lounge, people would admire me a little bit more. I think your skull will do just fine. As he attempts to demoralize you. Oh, I forgot to click demoralize. Is your will higher than 20?
Wait. I don't think that's the crit, because that you targeted Argo for that. Can't see my normal AC because I'm dying, but I mean, I had 11 hit points, so I think it still would have taken me out. I would be at dying 2 rather than 3, though.
Perfect.
That will successfully demoralize.
All right, so you feel some fear flowing through you. That is his actions. Who is up next? Pez, you are up next.
All right, so Pez is going to use one of my new feats, I suppose, to try to get a little extra movement here. So I will vent gas, and I will get 10 a speed bonus.
Nice.
And also, it's concealed where I'm at, which won't matter because I'm going to move 20. So I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So 30 in a straight line forward. I'll trigger my will-o-wisps again there. So they'll have to, the boss here will have to make a save, and I'll throw that back up so you can see it.
The boss is making it this time?
Or no, the squad guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and where's it at? There it is. Ooh, all right.
Goes to see all 3.
All right, and then for my third action, how far away? All right, so Neuralgia is 55, but I only have 1 action left. So I'll have to use my Vitality Network. And so Neuralgia, you can heal 8. I think that is all I can do.
Every bit helps.
Yep. All right, so 8 for you.
Every point
Appreciate
matters.
it. If he crits me again, I do die though.
Yeah, well, don't get crit.
Osrod, you are up.
All right. Hosrod. He is going to change grip on this puzzle plate to two-handed. So he's using a lethal weapon now of a higher damage dice than the D4. And he's going to strike with it. You know what? Actually, before we strike, we're gonna warp. Actually, no. You know what? We're just gonna strike and raise shield. Strike and raise shield. That's what we're going to do. As simple as.
That'll hit.
Take the damage. Heck yeah.
Oh, I don't think they're off guard anymore. Just. Oh no, yeah, because it would have wore off.
Oh.
Because I missed my will-o-wisp misps.
That's a rough one. That's 22. Yeah, unfortunately, that will fail.
So no damage to them. Hosrod at least raises shield.
You get your shield up in front of the gang. Is it all three of your actions?
Yeah, I had to change grip on my main weapon because I realized I'm going to need a bigger damage dice than a D4.
Get that grip changed. Argo, you are back up.
All right. I'm gonna keep trying to whittle down. How is that group of them looking, by the way?
They're near bloodied.
Near bloodied. Which is not bloodied. Which is okay. We just got to get rid of the lot of them. And then we can take them on our own. He believes. And he's going to try to shoot him, one of them, with his strike pistol.
All right. That will hit.
That will hit. I should have targeted. Okay. And then time for damage.
Plus what for your thing? What's your half your charisma?
It is 2.
So that'll be plus 5.
Sorry, I should have.
No worries. Yeah, so I'll hit. Gotta whittle him down there.
All right. If I target him now and I do the get him, would it like take effect or whatever?
Yeah, if you hit him now, yeah.
I mean, just for the sake of everybody else that rolls.
Oh yeah, the get him's already applied to him, so you're good on that side.
Oh, okay. All right. And then I'll use the bot to make 2 melee attacks against the group of them.
That'll hit.
Okay.
May have to handle it manually for these guys since I think they probably come up as enemies, but we can get that in there for them. Nice. I'll be at plus another 4.
Okay.
You start to see the mob shrinking.
Oh. Does that mean I'm out of range?
Yeah, it's still in range, luckily.
Okay. And then another whack. Oh, wait. Actually, no, that would be a -5. Okay.
It'll hit.
Hey, more of that. Hey!
All right.
All right.
Oh, and does they? Oh, I mean, can you even grab a troop?
Can't really grab a troop before, so.
Okay.
It's just a little cuddle. All right, and that'll do it for Argo and the bot.
The troop is bloodied. You start to see members of them starting to succumb to the attacks, dying through. Some of them even running away. It is starting to turn the tide against the gang. Oh yeah, they're just going to spend all three. They are going to use cut them down with 3 actions. So everybody within the radius, give me a DC 22 reflex saving throw.
Will do. That's gonna be a fail from Hansrod. And let me give the other guy the reflex.
All right. Uh, 22. So that bot is down. How are the other bots looking?
The one above Hazrod is Dunzo.
All right. You see this thing these mobs, kind of soldiers still fighting to the death. The Ice Blue gang just slashing through, taking the droids down, cutting into Hazrod, but looking very hurt as they do so. Neuralgia, you're up.
All right. I'm going to stand up again. Let's see, move. The troop is off guard from Pez's spell, right?
They're not.
No, they're not.
Okay. All right, then I'll move here to get flanking with the robot
All right.
and make an attack. Well, that's my turn.
Oof. All right. Oops, Ice Blue Boss is
Actually, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Hero
Go
point.
with it. There's some damage.
That is better.
You cut into the gang. More of their members fall. And the troop is looking hurt. Ice Blue Boss is up. He is going to maneuver himself next to Hazrod. And you see him bring out, kind of once again swing with that energy blade. And he goes, I'm going to have your head.
You may try.
Oof.
Damn! I think
Wait.
one of those is not critically hit, but the other one very much is, unless that second one's a nat 20.
The second one's not a nat 20, luckily.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
Target,
Okay.
targeted.
But the first one is still crit. Let's see how it. Yeah. Both of those are still at Hausrod, right?
That was at Hazrod. So yeah, he takes you down.
Let me check something. What happens to my AC when dying? Because, let's see here.
-4 status penalty. I was looking at that earlier.
Oh shit!
He'll turn the other one to the Dubon as you fall. The 19 will crit on the Dubot too.
Yeah, because that would have been a double crit into execution, and that Dubot is down.
So you see him slash into this burning blade coming through with a fatal die, just dismantling the droid and then cutting deeply into Hazrod. That is his turn. Pez, you are up.
I gotta say, we've been thinking. I at least have been imagining this guy wrong. I've been imagining him as kind of this clean but still sleazy person. Like, he'll betray you, but he's got a bit of professionalism to him. I should have been envisioning him with more of the power armor. We might need to change what the power armor looks like. God damn.
That's one mean Arquin.
Yeah. What is the range in this? Yeah, 30 feet. Guys, like, move too far away from me. I can't. That makes it very difficult. So I will do. Yeah, I'm gonna do a motivating ringtone on Hazrod. So it's gonna take 2 actions, and I will upcast that one to 3. So for the healing here, it should add. How do I cast here? Oh, here we go. Can I add? Can I just?
Is your signature spell you said?
What's that?
You said this one's in your signatures?
Yeah, this is my signature.
So yeah, you'll have to add it again under your rank 3, and then when you cast it, it'll automatically apply the bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me just do that real quick.
Okay.
This will make it easier because it's. All right, so I just throw it under. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. Makes it easy. All right, so I'll cast there. Go ahead and hit it. All right, so there's the Hazrod.
Nice, all right.
22, and then I've got 1 action left, and might as well. I'm just gonna keep trying it. So I'm gonna try the wisps on the boss there. Got to work one of these times, and so there's the wisp.
Hey, they will fail their first
all
one.
right. So off
And
guard.
the second one
There we go, dazzled.
will succeed the first one. So they're off guard and dazzled.
All right, and that will be my turn.
So everything is concealed. Nice. All right. Argo, you're up.
There's only a few left. We can take them.
There's only a few of us left too.
Shh.
Everyone's still up. It's all right.
Yeah, everybody's conscious.
Yeah, for now. So I'm gonna start with a get 'em.
Be right back.
And then I'm gonna try shooting. Why would I get a range penalty? Oh. Well, shit.
Shoot the boss instead. But then you don't get your get 'em bonus.
Wait, you don't want the get 'em bonus for the...
I'll attack whoever you put the get 'em bonus on.
I'm trying to whittle them down. Yeah, you know what? I'll try my luck against the boss. Can I rescind that? Get him.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So let's try to get the boss.
I will say the mob is off guard too. If that changes your thing from Pegasus.
All right, screw it. I'll stick with them. I'm trying to get him. All right, so I'm sorry. I'll redo this. Get him. The strike.
And you do have a hero point, so.
I mean, should I? Yeah, I'll screw it. I'll burn it. Whatever. I'm trying to get rid of him.
That's rough.
Didn't go great. Hey, but it was 2 more.
Plus 2 more.
Yeah. All right. I'll use that last action. Can I use a different bot than the one I initially controlled? Or
Yeah, sure.
all right.
You guys can't command the same bot twice in a turn, but you could definitely command a different one.
Okay.
The same
I'll-
bot twice in a round, but
Then I'll have the one that's over here just sitting pretty. Target the mob,
all right.
and did I do
I'm
that?
back.
Welcome back.
Back.
And go for a range strike.
What did I miss? Did I get healed by chance?
You did, yeah.
But
Nice.
Hey. All right. And throw a critical at him.
Perfect. And then you get to add in your get 'em bonus, which is what? Oh, there'll just be 2 for that. Yeah, this thing is barely alive.
We'll try one more time.
Oh my goodness!
Nice.
All right.
A robot who could. You should be able to put him down no matter what. How does a security bot that could put down this last squad of soldiers?
Has this one even like been activated?
No, this is the first time it's been activated. This is like the
So I guess this one was just like slow to start, but I guess it's like making up for lost time, and it just draws like a line on each of the remaining combatants and just starts like like a robot, just gunning them down. Maybe there was some subroutines loaded up on this one that it just took a longer time to start up, but when it finally did, it did what it needed to, and then some.
I find this one was just like analyzing the whole time, and finally it gets activated. It's like, all right, lay him down.
It's like, all right, you guys are having trouble with this, and that'll be Argo. Realistically, more the robot's turn. That's Argo is just go get him. The robot did the work.
Just point out that get him. You see the squad is down. The boss is on his own. Neuralgia, you are up.
Briefly, I want to say apologies if you can hear it. I found some Lego ratchet joints, and since then I've been just...
I can hear it now.
So I'm going to be keeping this underneath the table. Hopefully it doesn't pick up on mic. If it does, I will stop.
No worries.
All right,
Neuralgia, what are you thinking?
Move in and do a binaric assault.
Right.
So I'm finally not starting a turn prone for once. I'm going to start with the solar shot. And then follow up with, I missed. I think graviton. Switch to solar weapon.
Oof.
That's my turn. Oh, and I missed both of my attacks, so I de-attune and I have to spend an action to reattune next turn.
Oof. All right, Hazrod, you are up. Healed but prone.
All right, we're going to raise shield, stand him prone, and then strike. Let me get out of prone. I believe I'm still frightened 1, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if, you don't think you had a turn due to the thing pushing you up, yeah.
Yeah. I have that one on, and then Puzzle Blade Strike. We're going to use that hero point.
Frightened 1, gotcha. Nice, that'll hit.
Alright, and then we do damage.
Perfect. He is looking hurt, not bloodied yet, but definitely feeling it. That's all 3 actions. You cut into him. The boss is up. Oh, yeah, he is going to... Hazrod, you see him strike at you. You see him kind of looking around antsy as his crew is down. You guys have him surrounded. He's going to try to cut through you. Oh, unfortunately, that was still hit.
And we might be going back down.
Just 12 damage.
Still up?
You see, slashes, hacks into you, kind of anxiety kind of penetrating through him as he tries to cut through you and find a path free. He is not able to cut through, so he is going to try to run around you.
Reactive strike.
Nice.
Not only from that, but the robots have reactive strike too.
Perfect.
No, I don't have a weapon because I'm unattuned.
Oh,
It comes back when I reattune. I can punch
you
him.
can punch him, yeah.
Punch him in the mouth.
That'll hit.
Right.
Give me one for the robot too. I forgot whose robot that
That's
is.
the robot.
Max it.
Reactive strike. This particular robot is crazy.
Oh no, the one that did the 2 crits in a row was over here. But this one's doing
never
well
mind.
too. Yeah.
That particular robot is crazy. This
Yeah.
one also pretty damn good.
All right, give me some damage. Nice. He is bloodied. He is hurt as he runs to the side. Bez, you're up.
All right. I am going to use infusion with 3 actions.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, it says I don't have focus. I'm not sure why. Because I do. Okay. 3. And so everyone is going to heal for 11. That was disappointing.
Every bit
All
helps.
right.
A lot more low.
Yeah, alright. So that will be my turn.
Does that heal the robots? Can the robots be healed by
No.
vitality effects?
He would not, unfortunately.
They don't.
Ah, got it.
They don't.
It also specifies bonded creatures, so it doesn't heal Zekin either.
I see.
Argo, you are up. This guy is bloodied, running. What do you do?
Oh.
Get him.
You're the first one going down, Argo. Tough talk from a dead Art Quinn. And let's hope that this strike connects. Whoa, there we go. Strike, roll.
Nice, that'll hit.
Now let's see it. Big money.
That's he's hurt. I'll lead by example. I'm going to give you some extra bonus there.
Yep. Perception of rolls. I'm not sure what would be my better move right now. I'm gonna just have the bot shoot him. And let's see where. Here's the hoping. Range strike.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, they can't all be winners, but he'll try it again. He's a persistent bot, that one. They can't all be winners.
he had his turn last time.
Yeah.
You get one shot into him, you see the Arquin is bleeding, limping, fear in his eyes, neuralgia. You're up.
Alright, I'm going to move up next to him, reattuning and resummoning my weapon. And then my third action, I'm going to try to grapple him.
All right. Nice, it'll succeed.
That's my turn.
Hazrod.
grappled. He's going nowhere. Move. And we are going to strike. And we're going to strike again.
You are no longer frightened. You still would miss, unfortunately. But that one will hit.
Heck yes. 25 to hit. And damage.
Where do you think you're going?
Forever, give me a demoralize.
All right. that's an intimidation check. Roll. Did that do it right? Hold on.
No, you use the robot. So what's your intimidation?
Oh, it is higher than that. Sorry. 14.
14. So that'd be 27.
27.
That will succeed.
Okay.
So he is frightened. You see true fear eking into his eyes as he's bloodied, rough, hurt, and grappled up by Neuraldra. Hazrad, was that all your actions?
Yep. Moved and double strike.
All right. You see panic looking into his eyes. He is just lashing out wildly, trying his best to break free and make a run for it. He is going to try. You see panic and the fear getting into his soul. He is going to try to shoot at you, Neuraldra, as he breaks.
Shoot with his gun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll get a reactor strike.
All right. That'll hit. See if you could put him down before his shot goes off.
Big damage.
Solid roll on that too. And that's right. No, that's one of your better rolls. Better than your crit at the start. Take him down.
So she, grabs him as Hazard's attacking from one side. Argo's shouting insights from the other. He raises up a gun right at Neuraldra's forehead, and just his hand is shaking as he holds it there. And she just says to him, "This station isn't big enough for the two of us." And then he looks kind of confused, looking down at this little dwarf. But looking down, he sees her blade is already through his chest, out the other side, and he didn't even realize it. And she just pulls it back as he collapses on the ground, and says, "I'll looking forward to having a meal at the Arquin's Delight every evening for the rest of my life, and you won't get in my way ever again."
Perfect.
And then she just gives a thumbs up to Argo.
You see Zakin, the boss of the Ice Blue Syndicate on the station, lying on the ground, blood seeping from his wounds. You look around, you see the party has survived. There are more Ice Blues in the station, but you've taken out their elite squad along with their boss. What's the crew doing to secure the rest of the station? What's the last pit of your plan?
Grab. Naranja wouldn't do this herself, but she would kind of suggest this idea: is grab Zekin's comm unit and send a message to the rest of Ice Blue saying it's time to go on the offensive, ship off, and go attack the Hiss now. Knowing that they don't stand a chance. If we maybe convince them that they have some reinforcements on the way that'll never arrive, that'll get them off of our station and not be our problem anymore.
And send word to the Hiss and Ibiza that they are coming.
Definitely.
Perfect. You guys are able to, with some of Argo's charming words, convince the remainder of the Ice Blue station to mount up and prepare to attack, leaving, get aboard their starships and freighters, heading towards Ibiza. Given the planetary government, what do you guys say as you're planning to turn Ibiza into a battleground between three factions now to President Voltude? With official word there. Official word.
Yeah,
It's like that SpongeBob clip.
I mean, we sorta. Good luck. We thought the Hiss would want to take on the perpetrators of their deception head on, so we have deceived them into taking on the Hiss. And they'll be too busy with them to even worry about Ibiza. We hope.
Perfect. When you all clear out the ice blue from the station, the remainders that were kind of sent to guard their businesses and stashes, you're able to root them out quickly with your security droids, seizing Port Anise, or seizing what was once known as Port Anise, now renamed Hazrad's heroic headquarters. As you all claim the station in your own name, you hear reports from Aviza. It seems the Hiss were able to quickly deal with the ice blue squadron. Uh, Minimal casualties on the Hiss side, though it has turned Aviza into a battleground. The Hiss are outraged that they have been outmanipulated against each other. They have given the Avizans another month to make their determination before they continue their claim. But you did buy the president at least a bit of a reprieve by giving over the Ice Blue Squadron. Uh, what do you all do with your new station? And Aviza burning in the background, but what do you all do with Hazrad's heroic headquarters? What's the new mandate for the port?
I think Neuralgia is going to take over Arquin's Delight and compete with the Tipsy Spacefarer to try to become the rowdiest and most reckless bar in all of the station.
Nice. Neuralgia, you take this upscale kind of like, definitely it was a gang owned but upscale location, class it down, crazy music, rowdy fights, and definitely are able to, with Neuralgia's own fighting spirit, turn it into probably the most dangerous bar on what was once known as Port Anise. What do the rest of you all do with your new headquarters?
Some part of me feels like Argo would fancy himself as like the mayor of a space station, whatever the equivalent of that is.
You're going to build a statue of yourself in the main?
Whoa. A little, maybe a bust. Let's not get crazy. Yeah. All right, maybe a few busts, but yeah. Maybe to leave his mark, right? It's Hazrad's heroic headquarters, run by Argo. It's he handles, now that there's this big old vacuum when it comes to trade and all that, with Ice Blue being ice gone. Argo's gonna set that charm of his up to 11 and try to make some deals, try to get more money coming in, because who doesn't like money?
Argo's able to put that charm to work. A lot of Port Police was not happy with both the administrator or the Ice Blue gang. Happy that a new power is into play and not as demanding as the administrator or as ruthless as Ice Blue, but still credit driven. Argo, you're able to bring in business capital, and definitely kind of bring Hazrad's heroic headquarters, formerly known as Port Anise, up to a new standard, make it very wealthy as you go through. Enough that you can afford to put a classy bust on each level.
Yeah.
So Pez, probably a surprise to the group because Pez would have not told anyone. You guys are just going to probably hear the broadcast happen for the first time, and Pez is just going to announce that the headquarters is now the safe haven for all Mengasu who wish to be free, and he's going to send out a broadcast across all known galaxies that anyone who wants to come is going to be safe. And then he probably will start up a little hospital. And so he'll start up his own little treatment facility for those who come and wish to be treated.
I would even wager that perhaps we would hear new voices on the group chat with the naivety of a newborn going through the station. Zro, splorch. Welcome to Sentience. Welcome, friend. Would that make sense? Because I'm told that's where I saw it going.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The group chat gets quite crowded as Pez goes around awakening new Magasu, broadcasting out to those who have already been awakened that the Hazrat's heroic headquarters is a safe haven for their kind. And you definitely see the freed or the sentient Ngasu flanking to the station, kind of finding any means they can to arrive. Hazrat, what does he do with the headquarters?
Well, he looks upon the people he has counted as his horde, and he could never be more proud. He sees the bars rise into rowdiness and revelry rather. He sees this station become home to many who would be otherwise forlorn, and the birthplace of many Mangasi, Amantaru. Fuck, I messed up which one's which. You know what I mean. And seeing Argo cement his legacy as the basically the mayor here, he'd be incredibly happy. And I imagine he may mostly just be looking through, trying to make whatever alliances he can. But at some point, I kind of want to introduce a little thing about the Rund here, the Hiss. Could the Hiss hibernate for, like, say, a couple decades to a century at a time?
Yeah.
At a certain point, he kind of would write up a pseudo will because he understands a lot of people here won't be still here when he wakes up, and kind of, yeah, Argo. He'll throw a party, say goodbyes, and he'd after making sure they're set up with everything that is his, he'll take his rest for a while at least.
Perfect. As Hazrat rests amongst his friends and heroic headquarters, you kind of see the station begin to thrive. New trade, new commerce, new people, rowdy people all coming together. Eventually, you do see Esto arrive with the Hazrat's heroic haven as well. Cleaned up. He's spent the last few weeks pretty much just detoxing that hive that was before. The group, the Triple H crew, has now earned legitimacy upon the galactic scale, running a successful port, a legion of security droids at their beck and call, commerce, trade, as well as doing a bit of good. Maybe not for a visa, but definitely for Pez's people, as you all are providing a safe haven for those who've been sentient and providing sentience to those without it. And that will pan out and end the Hiss campaign and say goodbye to Hazrat's heroic heroes, at least for now.
Beautiful. And I must actually point out, during the Hiss Crusades, at no point did we fight any other Hiss.
You guys didn't fight the Hisser, but you did get a really nice space station. Legion security droid.
We heard the Hiss Crusades happening, and we were like, man, we gotta get out of here.
Oh, that sounds really scary. Let's go get rich.
Actually, you guys had a space station and a mobile home, pretty much. But
I think that's the place that Hazra, the mobile home, would basically be set up, sleeping, hibernating.
Nice.
And if we could actually attach it, could that be how they kind of get bigger while they hibernate? That's where they mainly, as they awake, they become more grandiose.
Yeah, sure.
Heck yeah. So, I must bring up the next campaign.
Go for it.
All right. So, Basically, as I've said before, it'd be at the lawless outskirts of the galaxy, new colony beginnings, trying to mine up what they can of ancient technology, trying to get this row from it, trying to see what works and what doesn't. But mostly it is a lawless frontier of the corporate authority trying to wiggle their way in there, and a multitude of factions trying to truly set their stake. But you're not here for politics. You, the lot of you, are the law. You're here to protect this colony, its people, its groups. And right now, there is quite the threat to everyone that lives on this colony. The colony, simply and aptly named Boreal, even though it is a fucking far from actually correct name for this desert wasteland of a planet. No, this particular faction that has emerged here, these MKZs, are led by a philosopher. I've immediately mixed them up again. The ones that float. Fuck. The
Benghazi.
ones that control gravity.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they both float. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both...
I get them mixed up too. I think I've confused everybody.
Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
Benghazi are the gravity, Mentharu are the jellyfish.
Yeah, as was Mitharo, the president was a Benghazi.
So, a Mengasi. A Mengasi philosopher has kind of taken the stranglehold of a lot of MKZs and has been leading them on this, some consider it a religious crusade. And it's put your colony right in the crossfire. Now, we all know of the MKZs and their nearly mystic powers and the terrors therein. In this particular MKZ, one who simply names himself the Khan, is of a very powerful variety. It is up to you to protect these people, take this gang off colony, and assert the law, however that may come. And you guys would be starting at level 3! With, of course, Ancestral Paragon and Free Archetype and all that jazz. And we're probably going to be going to, because 12 sessions was kind of the cap, right?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, probably around there, 10, 12 sessions for this to kind of get you guys connected and engaged with this little colony here out on the outskirts of the galaxy.
Nice, man.
Yep. And once I talk more about the factions, but I wanted to flesh them out as I kind of get y'all's characters in. For example, Chris, you have a Mantharu who is a... did I say the right one?
Yeah.
Got it. A Mantharu who was kind of brought to existence against their own will and may have come from come from the Horde, as it were. As such, as kind of a counter to you in a way, something that you can engage with. The faction I cooked up is of Dubots, who are more sentient, as well as Mantharu, who have gathered and kind of collected themselves into a small faction in this colony and has caused a bit of trouble for the people living there, mostly in stealing all of their robots.
Okay.
So a lot of manpower is needed because a lot of the more delicate tasks that you could just send a machine to do, well, now the machines are sentient and occasionally doing a raid.
Nice.
But what is everyone else thinking of?
I still haven't figured exactly what I'm doing. I still was going to stick with the charisma class. I'm leaning between a construct summoner. I think that'd be pretty kind of fun, little robot following around, or a what was the other one I had? I think I was going to do a bard.
Either one would work perfectly.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Now, are we doing? You said Pathfinder or Starfinder 2e?
Starfinder 2e, and you can use the Pathfinder classes.
Okay. So I've done a little bit more. I can give a little bit more details about characters. I'm going to do a psychic. I was going originally planning on charisma, but thinking about the narrative of the character, I'm actually starting to think maybe the intelligence, because psychic can pick either intelligence or charisma. Maybe intelligence makes a bit more sense, and if Tegan's going to do a charisma caster, then having me on intelligence, I think, makes a little bit more sense. So I can do that. But he, trying to think. Okay, yeah. So I'll need to change some things, but very focused on like information gathering. So basically, the Mentharu was worked for the corporate authority before gaining sentience and was sent as like a spy to like collect information and record things that their enemies were doing to use as like blackmail and things like that. So his name is Cam. And so I have a couple things related to information gathering. But also my free archetype I'm going to do is cathartic mage with the fear emotion because he's so afraid of the potential repercussions of the free will that he has now. Burger, my request to you is to put lots of enemies that can frighten and demoralize us, because whenever I get frightened, I get to do crazy stuff.
Already the plan. Already the plan.
Cool. Yeah. So if anybody wants to like tie into that story, they are free to do so. If somebody wants to be like my Arquin handler from the corporate authority or something like that, that could be fun. Yes, I'll be kind of utility focused with some little bit of debuffing.
Oh, keep in mind, psychics are notorious for having few spell slots since they get that pseudo rage ability for their spells.
Yes. I made a list of like 25 spells I was interested in, and then looked and saw that I got to pick 3 of them. So I eventually narrowed it down. But the game mechanic of the psychic subbus I think I'm most excited for is that he can do guidance as a reaction when it would turn a failure into a success by spending a focus point, which is pretty cool. And some other, so some buffing as well, I think, is a lot of what my stuff can do.
Nice.
So, briefly, I will bring up, usually with my games and the enemies I like to throw at y'all, I'll usually, there's 2 ways I do it. I can do it. The first way is, the world already existed. The enemies you fight have been there already. You can pick fights with things bigger than you or smaller than you. You choose the fights. But with this one, since it's going to be a shorter campaign, it's going to be more so on the side of trying to get that feel, but being like, okay, you built your characters a certain way. I want you to pop off with your things and get all the cool stuff and grind of enemies. Go. So if someone here, like for example, someone here builds towards persistent damage, I'll make an enemy that can give itself an extra turn with less actions. That way, later down the line, it takes even more persistent damage. That kind of thing.
Cool.
So feel free to pop off with whatever you want.
Nice.
And the sooner I get the character, the sooner I get to flesh out the colony.
Right.
What type of time frame are you thinking?
Time frame?
Or do you want to start next week, or
Oh yeah, I think I can start next week. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, I can start next week.
Does that work for everybody for building a new character?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you need more time, it is understandable.
I should be fine. Should be.
So the other two main factions, other from the colony itself, I have basically there is a estate that is owned by the corporate authority, which basically is them putting boots on the ground, but also just a rich Arquin kind of retiring off into the outskirts first to get some supplies from this kind of place, but it's mostly like using this as a getaway from everything. And the other faction being a miners guild, specifically of Boreal. Just a little splintered out miners guild who's just trying their best to get paid actual money and receive equipment and not work 37 hours in the bloody mines.
You just made me think of mines from like blood. Like the blood mines. I don't know. Never mind.
Oh, did you say blood mines? Blood mines.
No, like blood mines. Like we've only got 300 gallons of blood. Ugh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm tired.
Blood mines does sound like something cool, though. I was kind of excited to hear your story about the blood mines.
Yeah, right. Just dripping blood, hands down front.
And it makes me picture Nowhere from Guardians of the Galaxy. How it's like a dead creature that people are like mining the brain fluid out of, or whatever. Like that's, except the blood is a valuable part.
Definitely.
There you go.
We got the pseudo kind of that here, but unfortunately, as much as I do want to be like, yes, megafauna that they're harvesting, I feel like it's more fitting for the setting thus far, because we don't have a lot of megafauna just yet, to do. They're mining some old tech. They don't know what they're mining into. All they're knowing is they're pulling some old metals, some Zro, the good stuff too. But not enough to really make this colony stand out, just enough to keep the colony afloat, as well as the occasional bit of technology that some people think they can get working again.
Perfect.
I will say, in terms of enemies expecting to fight, obviously MKZs, possibly robots, raiders, and the like. Depending on how you take it and how you go, you could definitely end up fighting some Arquin.
I don't think I went over what I was going to do.
You did, yeah. What were you thinking?
Oh, okay. Sorry. So yeah, initially I was either looking at the mechanic, but I think that's probably going to be the inventor. And so I'm there, like literally I'm just trying to build things and scrap things and make the coolest robot possible. So I'll probably have like a big guardian construct that'll follow me around. And I'm not sure on race yet. I'm initially thinking dwarf, because I think thematically maybe that might. I have to flesh that out a little bit, but yeah.
If I went with the construct summer, do you want to be the one that built the construct that I use?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that would make a lot of the party using constructs, one of the party being coming from constructs, actually. And in this case, I will say over to at Kimball. If you wanted to, hold on, sorry, that's my 9:30 alarm that goes off on 9:30 every day. There's nothing at 9:30.
But it's
If you want, it is 9:30. If you wanted to play a a construct, that's perfectly viable.
Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, why not?
Very tech-oriented party then. Heck yeah.
So yeah, no, Burger, what else you got for us today?
Damn, what else am I supposed to go over?
Oh no, I was just making sure. I know the crew will probably need some time to go through and flesh out their characters. I'll try to have mine to you. What day is today? Tuesday. Probably by Friday, Saturday. Then we have the weekend to go through.
Thank you. I guess something I'll ask for is like, what are the things you guys want to not see in a game or want me to particularly avoid? You can DM me those or say it here. Either way, it's good. I'm about respecting boundaries here.
I think you'd have to try really hard to get. I mean, for me at least, I don't know. You'd have to really go out of your way. Like, what's the grossest, weirdest thing I can think of? And maybe you'll get me. But I mean, it's all in good fun.
Yeah, I'm good. I know it would be pretty difficult to push the boundaries, so I'm good.
I'll think about it and get back to you with that.
Perfect. Nothing crazy stands out for me either.
I was on the internet in the early 2000s. I've seen horrors beyond, comprehension. You're fine.
Yeah, I don't think I'll bring up anything that'd be an issue, but genuinely, if anything does make anyone uncomfortable, please inform me immediately or DM me or anything like that, and I will pivot.
I can appreciate the warning, but you're good, brother.
Yippee.
All right. Well, we'll pick up next week. Burger, I'm gonna go. Actually, I'll throw in the link to the new Forge, and I'll give you GM control on that side. We'll be good to go.
Thank you so much, Tegan.
Yeah, no worries.
And
All right,
thank
well,
you
everyone,
for
thanks.
giving me the opportunity to host. Tegan, you know how long I've been wanting to host for y'all. Especially, like, I've done one game for you in all of the 5 years we've known each other.
I'm looking forward to it, man. It'll be fun. Get my player set on.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out and watching the finale of the His Crusades. Oh yeah, Burger, what are you gonna call this game?
Let's see here. I don't mean to set a bad precedent with this one, but the Burning of Boreal.
Burning of Berea. All right.
And of course, I love me some alliteration.
And some foreshadowing too. Why not?
I'm changing my character. I'm gonna be a fire kineticist.
There you go.
Going elemental sorcerer now, fire specialist.
I want to specialize in just is flamethrowers an option? just keep on theme.
If we find a flamethrower, I will make it an option on one of our robots.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I get arcane spells, so eventually I will pick up Fireball.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that might be fun to thematically. That'll be kind of interesting. Be cool.
Sweet. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. We will see you all next week as we get into the burning of Boreal. So everybody tune in next week and get to see the new